Well, hello there. Happy Friday. Good morning, my beautiful yogis. I think you can tell by the title of today's practice. Guess what I'm doing today? Yeah, it's everybody's favorite day. It is colonoscopy prep day for me. Woo! Woo, woo. Yeah, I want to give a second out here. I want to normalize this, okay? Sometimes a lot of people, there may be some embarrassment about this. We're talking about our bodies. We're talking about, our booties. And there may be some embarrassment about this, but I just want to kind of normalize it. Yeah, I'm having a colonoscopy tomorrow morning. So today I'm prepping. This is my second colonoscopy. I'm 55 years old. So once you're over 45, they suggest you get it. And I just want to go out there and I just want to say, if the idea of prepping for colonoscopy, you've heard these horrible, oh my God, it's so horrible. It's so uncomfortable. You're in the bathroom all day, blah, 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 blah. I know a lot of people who are like, I am not going through that prep. So it's really not that bad. And it's just a few hours of maybe being a little uncomfortable, staying close to the bathroom today. Obviously, I'll be staying home today once I start the actual prep. Yeah, I'll be drinking my fluids today. I have my freezer is stocked with lemon popsicles, lemon ices, because you can't eat food. Got some chicken broth all set. But I just want to start by reminding you that this yoga practice that we do is only one part of living a yogic lifestyle. There's 8 different limbs to living a yogic lifestyle. If you have, the tree of yoga, there's 8 limbs. And one of the most well-known limbs is ahimsa, which is do no harm. You're not going to harm other living things, which is why a lot of yogis are maybe vegan or vegetarian. They don't want to harm animals before they eat. And a lot of times we think of ahimsa in terms of other people. And ahimsa really talks about ourselves as well. We don't want to harm ourselves. So it's so important to get your physical movement, hydrate properly, eat properly, do things you enjoy, rest, find joy in life. That is all part of living a yogic lifestyle. And one of the greatest things you can do for yourself is to get your annual screenings. And a colonoscopy is one of them. So today's practice is going to be very, very gentle, of course. I'm not eating, so I don't have as much energy as I would usually have. I don't want to tax my body. And of course, I will be hydrating. On top of it today in New York, it's a little hot and humid, so a little extra hydration because I'm not able to drink what I would normally drink, my electrolytes and all of that. So today's going to be a very, very gentle practice. I'm going to do a lot of stretching, a lot of twists, help with that digestive system and help to get things out today so my doctor can have a really good view of everything tomorrow. Seems so weird to say that. So if you're okay having an easy practice with twists and maybe some affirmations and some breathing exercises today, please stay. Continue watching if you're watching this on a replay. If you'd like a little bit more of a flow, I've got plenty in the library for you to check out. But again, this is going to be a very, very, very easy practice for you today. I wish I could read that far. I see some comments coming up. But for those of you who want to come in today, we're going to start in a nice, comfortable seated position on your mat. And I just automatically come into a nice crisscross posture. And just give yourself a few shoulder rolls. Remember, we like balance in yoga. So if you're going backwards, let's just go forwards. Giving yourself some of those nice rolls. Maybe do one shoulder at a time, then the other. Imagine we're swimming, right? Just doing those shoulder movements. And then we'll take a nice deep inhale and let's lift the arms up to the sky. Exhale, lower them down. This time as you inhale, lifting your arms up. Let's lift our chin up to the sky. As you exhale, let's lower the hands down, lower your chin to your heart. We'll do one more, taking a deep inhale in. Exhale, lower your hands. And if you'd like to bring your hands, palms face down on your knees in a gesture of grounding. Think about this. Maybe you need to be grounded. Maybe there's a little bit of fear if you're preparing for some kind of medical test. Or maybe you'd like to flip your palms open, receiving energy. Many of you know I like to create a little bowl at the base of my spine, just reminding myself that I'm an empty cup and need to be filled. And gently, gently, gently start to bring attention to your breath. Gently focusing on your inhale and your exhales. So whether we're talking about a medical test or maybe a stressful event, any kind of stressful event in your life, sometimes the best thing to do is just to come into a seated position and take 3 to 5 breaths where you're truly just focusing on your breath. And you might notice your heart rate starts to slow down. Your breath slows down. And your mind settles down. Of course, if any thoughts come to your mind, it's completely normal. Gently say Happy Friday and return back to your breath. Take one more deep inhale in through your nose. And as you exhale, let everything in. We gently bring our hands either in prayer to heart center or placing one hand over the other over your heart. Let's set an intention for our day today. Maybe you'd like to set an intention for your week. And today my intention is going to be one of gratitude. Gratitude that we do have these wonderful tests, as uncomfortable as they may make us feel. We have these amazing screening protocols, screening tests that allow us to have early detection, that allow us to get life-saving treatment. So today it is of gratitude. That is my intention. Let's gently lower our hands down to our knees, palms face down, and just start to give yourself some hip circles, whether it's to the right or to the left. We're not in a studio environment, we're home. So just give yourself as much room as you want, to making as many circles as you need to make. Maybe you want to have nice little circles, maybe you want to have long circles, and you find something that's bothering you. As we come to the other side, again, just giving yourself some loose. So today, of course, we know what our focus is today. We know what my focus is today. But what's your focus today? And if this is your first bit of movement, as always in the morning, you're a little bit stiffer than you are. And if you've got air conditioning blasting, you might be even stiffer than you thought. So let's just come to one more Circle, come to center, and as you inhale, just start to come into a seated cat-cow. So even staying seated, we're moving our spine, waking up our spine in every direction. Let's give ourselves one more round of that cat-cow. Should be warming up the spine just a little bit. As we come up to center, let's bring our arms out to the sides of the mat. Give yourself your wingspan, whatever your wingspan is. Let's press that left hand into the mat. And inhale, let's lift the right arm up to the sky. Give yourself a nice stretch to the side. Good morning. Yeah, I hear my vertebrae opening up as I release that yawn. And maybe you want to stay here. Maybe you want to move that neck a little bit more. Maybe with each breath, you want to move those fingertips out, giving yourself a deeper stretch. Maybe you can even get that forearm down. As you inhale, let's bring the body up. Let's lower the right hand down, lift the left arm up, and let's come over to the other side. Good morning. Yeah, this feels good this morning. Giving yourself that nice opening, lengthening your spine. You have any option you want to do today. This is your practice, your body. As we inhale, let's come on up one more time, and we're going to come into our first twist. So let's take that right hand, bring it onto your left knee, and we're just going to bring that left hand directly behind you, looking over that left shoulder. So remember, we don't want to do this. You see me collapsing in my twist. We want to have a nice long spine as you look over your shoulder. And maybe your twist is over here this morning. That's okay. Just breathe into whatever you're feeling. As you take one more inhale in. Exhale, let's come back to center. Let's bring that left hand onto that right knee. We're going to bring that right hand behind us as you look over that right shoulder. Say good morning to your spine. Just breathe into whatever you're feeling. If you feel a little tightness, can you bring the breath in? So you take one more deep inhale in. Exhale. Let's bring it back to center. Let's kick the legs out. Give yourself a little movement. Maybe even pat your legs. Pat the top of your feet. Say good morning. See how you're feeling. And maybe you even want to start to give yourself a little wake up pat on your arms. Maybe even giving yourself a little gorilla. Just waking everything up. Let's gently bring that right foot into your left inner thigh. Take a deep inhale and let's reach up to the sky. As you exhale, hinge forward over that left foot, coming into a nice forward fold. So remember, if this is your first one, you might not be touching your toes. So I didn't do my camera well, so you can't see. I am touching my toes this morning. Not that bad, right? Take a few breaths in and out. Again, we're going really gentle this morning. So forward folds and twists. That's what's gentle. If you're looking to do a little bit more, give yourself a few back bends. Those are energizing. As we inhale, let's bring the body back up. And we're going to reach the other side. So we'll reach the right leg out. Bring that left foot in. Let's inhale, reach up to the sky. Exhale, let's hinge forward over that right leg. And again, maybe you're touching your toes, maybe you're not. Please do not compare yourself to me. Okay, so I am practicing almost every day. I've taught this week a few days. I've been in the dance studio this week. I've even been up for a little bit. So don't compare. If you're here in your forward fold, that's absolutely okay. If you are also like me, but you have belly, boobs in the way, remember, this is all soft. Just move it out of the way. That's all you have to do. And you'll come into your forward fold. Let's take one more deep inhale in as you exhale. Maybe fold a little bit deeper. And then we're going to just bring the body back up. And we're going to come into our tabletop. So I'm going to give you a choice. If you would like to come into a downward dog, you are welcome to come into a downward dog. You can walk your dog if you'd like to walk your dog. Of course, for me this morning, I'm not 100% sure I want to be upside down today, so I'm going to stay in my tabletop. So if you're choosing to stay in tabletop, you can get the same benefits of walking your dog just by tucking your back toes. We're going to straighten the leg and just rock and roll on that back foot. It's going to give you the same benefits, or at least similar benefits to walking your dog. Again, this is what we talk about when we say honor your body. Your practice is your practice. This is what we're talking about. Honoring how you feel. And I'm just going to go to the other side. Got to stay on my mat because I may slip and slide. And if you're in your tabletop and you want to crank it up a notch, you can always do a plank. And you can do this the same way. It's going to get your core going too. Whether you're in downward dog or your tabletop, we're going to walk ourselves up into a forward fold. I already feel a little bit of a head rush starting. And let's just inhale, lift yourself up, roll your body up one vertebrae at a time, shoulder, neck, and head last. I really did not do my camera very well. Hi, Dawn. Now that I walked up close, I see that it's Dawn. Hi, Dawn. Good morning. Let's take a deep inhale and let's reach up to the sky. Interlace your hands. Reach the palms up to the sky. Give yourself a nice big stretch. Maybe just give yourself some circles moving from side to side. Take a deep inhale in as you exhale. Lower your hands down to each side. I know I'm going to get so many comments and mails about, hey, you did not use your tripod today. I know. So let's take a deep inhale and let's lift the arms up to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Last time, let's inhale, reach up, biceps to ears. Let's lift up on our toes. Give yourself a nice little stretch in those ankles and those toes, reaching up to the sky. Where are your shoulders? Woo. As you take a deep inhale in, exhale lower. Let's take one more deep inhale and lift up to the sky. As you exhale, let's fold all the way forward. Hands can come to your thighs, your shin, or your toes. As you inhale, look up halfway. Exhale, fold all the way forward. Yogi choice, you can either come into your downward facing dog. I'm going very modified in my downward dog. Or you can come into your tabletop. And if you need your flow this morning, you can absolutely take your flow, inhaling into a plank, exhaling into your chaturanga, or knees down, chest down, chin down. Inhale, open up into your cobra or upward dog. Tuck your toes, come into your downward facing dog. So for those of you in downward dog, if you're doing this on a replay, we're going to walk our feet to meet our hands. And if you're in a tabletop, we're going to bring our feet to meet our hands. So we're going to come into a little bit of a yogi squat. So let's turn the toes out. Heels are going to be in and just start to come into your yogi squat. So early in the morning, my heels obviously are not coming down to the mat, but I'll tell you, This is great for the bladder. This is great for the digestive system. And of course, I want everything to come out nice and clean later today. So of course, we're going to work on our digestion on this. Let's take one more deep inhale in. Exhale. Let's bring our hands down. We're going to come back down onto our backs. And we'll bring our knees into our chest, giving yourself that nice little massage on your sacrum. Maybe you want to bring your arms in between your knees, grab your toes, come into maybe a happy baby. My knees are a little bit cranky today, so I'm stretching out, doing what feels good. And then we're going to bring our left leg all the way down. Let's reach it down to the mat. We're going to flex the toes. Let's interlace both hands on top of the shin of that right shin. Take a deep inhale in. Now, we're not going to bring our knee directly straight into our chest. We're going to bring it off to the side towards your shoulder blade or maybe towards your armpit, coming into our wind-removing pose. This is going to massage your ascending colon. I think it's ascending colon. I always do it wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's the ascending colon if I'm doing the right side. So guess what I'm having done? I'm having a colonoscopy done tomorrow. Why do we do colonoscopy prep? We want to have a clean colon so the doctors can see what's going on. This is going to help with elimination. Let's take one more deep inhale in. Exhale. Let's release the leg. Let's bring your left hand on the outside of that right knee. Take a deep inhale in. Here comes our twist as you bring that right knee towards your left hip. Look over that right shoulder, coming into your twist. As you inhale, let's bring the knee up. Exhale, let's lower that right leg down. It might feel a little bit longer as you inhale. Let's bring that left knee up. Interlace your hands on top of that shin. Let's make sure that right foot is engaged. Take an inhale in. Let's bring that left knee so it can touch, in theory, your left shoulder. Now we're going to get that descending colon. Again, we know why I'm doing it today. For every other day, it is just amazing for your digestion. One of my first yoga teachers, Georgina, said this is what allows you to eat those pints of Ben & Jerry's because it helps you digest. It helps get rid of the waste products. That's what we want. Let's take one more deep inhale in. As you exhale, let's bring it back to center. Let's take the right hand on the outside of the left knee. Take a deep inhale in. As you exhale, let's bring that left knee towards your right hip as you look past that left shoulder, coming into your twist. Again, listen to your body. Listen to what your body needs. Literally fall asleep right now in this posture. I love this spinal twist on the back as you take an inhale in. Exhale, release. Let's lower the left leg down. Let's bring those feet to the corners of your mat and just going to allow the arms to fall where they are. And we're going to take 5 deep breaths here. So let's take a deep inhale in through your nose. Exhale through your mouth, 1. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth, 2. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth, 3. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth, 4. Last one. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth, 5. Of course, if you would like to stay here a little bit longer in your Savasana, you're always welcome to. If you're ready, you can gently start to bend your knees. Maybe give yourself a little movement, moving your knees from side to side, maybe rolling your wrists. Maybe you'd like to roll over to one side. Maybe you'd just like to come up into a nice, comfortable seated position. Take one more deep inhale in, lifting the arms. There goes my water bottle. I'm sorry. Hazards of home practice. As you exhale, let's bring your hands back to center. Maybe in prayer, maybe putting one hand over the other over your heart as we bow our heads towards our hearts. This morning, give your body a nice little thank you for everything that it does for us. Maybe thank yourself for coming, switching on today, and just giving yourself this little bit of movement today. Again, I'm a big believer. We don't always have to spend an hour practicing yoga. Sometimes just these short little moments, 10, 15 minutes every day is what we need. Consistency is the key. And before you know it, maybe that 5 minutes of yoga will become 15, will become 20, will become 30. And then maybe one day you will be doing that hour practice every day. Let's take one more deep inhale in. Exhale it out. I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful day, whether it is your Friday today or it is the weekend. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you, Dawn, for the good luck. I'm just happy that my colonoscopy is at 7:30 in the morning. I know yogis, we practice being in the present moment. I'm already thinking about the pancakes I want tomorrow morning, so I'm not being good in my yogi. I'll miss you too tomorrow, Dawn, but I hope to see you Monday night and the studio. So have a wonderful day, everybody, and I will see you on the other side after I've had my pancakes and I won't be hangry anymore. So have a great day, everyone. Bye.